I see you, baby, shaking that salt. Shaking that...
Adam and Dan, unrelated, Jackson's talking.
Shaking that salt.
Shaking that salt.
Shaking that bacon salt.
Shaken bacon?
That's a thing, isn't it?
Bacon salt, yeah. Bacon lip gloss. Have you heard of that one?
No.
Oh, yeah. Bacon lip gloss.
Wow.
But totally kosher, though, so don't worry about it.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just fake bacon. It's like chicken
So if you ever-
flavour.
No, it's like bacon flavour. What are you talking
But
about?
it's like chicken flavour doesn't really taste like... And doesn't contain chicken.
And why the fuck is it green?
They had to choose a colour.
But like,
Why not choose a chicken colour?
yeah. Whenever you get like a packet of chicken flavoured chips,
Green was left over.
green. I don't get it.
You're not meant to get it.
Not
You're just
get
supposed
it.
to eat the chips.
But no, but I'm serious here. I'm serious here.
You're not
The
serious.
No, I am.
Uh-huh.
The colour does, in a way, impact the taste. Actually, I saw this very recently. It was a Fringe Festival show, and somebody was conducting science on like things you find in a bar. It was a really, really funky show, and he had 2 glasses of wine, one red, one white, and he got 2 people to taste them and to describe the wines. And the one that had the white wine was describing all these kind of light and fruity and citrusy flavors, and the one that was drinking the red wine was describing more full-bodied and dark and rich and those kind of colors. And he then described what the white wine was. He got the bottle and read what you might taste, and it matched up with the citrusy and light and fresh and crisp and all that jazz. And then got the bottle for the red wine, and it was the same bottle because he just put red food colouring into the white wine. But because it was red, they had all these different descriptions because they were expecting it to taste a certain way.
Uh-huh. Doesn't that say something about the power of something?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, yeah.
I know for me,
You colour in your food with a certain colour that you
When-
enjoy.
No,
orange
but
chicken.
if what would be the best example for me? There's almost just 2 main beer bottle colours. There's green, and then there's kind of browny orange. I reckon the beer would taste different to me, even if it was the same beer out of a green bottle or a reddy browny orange bottle. I think. So yeah, no, I do. I think it's very much the power of the mind and stuff. So by making chicken green, imagine what it would be if it wasn't green. Imagine how maybe it'd taste better.
I'd make it yellow.
Yellow? It's a bit sickly though.
They eat straw.
They do. They do.
Let's colour it by the food they eat.
No, well, they eat corn as well, I guess. But yes,
They don't eat straw. What am I
I was
saying?
about to think the same thing. Cows eat straw.
And even then, they probably don't like it.
Hay. Horses eat hay. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh. Hay.
How are you, Adam?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
It's been at least 7 days.
Another week, another Jackson and Jackson unrelated podcast.
Still unrelated.
Still unrelated. We keep trying. We keep trying to
Make it work.
Well, we keep trying to match up our siblings, so we'll be some sort of in-law or something, but it hasn't worked so far.
Because we haven't been able to have siblings.
And they're all what?
Well, Oh, sorry, siblings are...
Not kids.
I was thinking we were trying to marry off our kids that we don't have.
That'd work someday, though.
Someday.
Someday, yeah.
We could say that they are betrothed.
I could have a little Daniel, and you can have a little Adam,
Oh,
and
that'd be creepy.
they can gay marry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get right up there.
Then we'll be related.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And forging ahead with gay rights.
Gay rights and anal sex. It's the whole kit and caboodle. Kitchen sink.
Everything.
Up in there. Yeah.
So this is a good show.
Oh, well, thank you.
Adam and Dan, unrelated. Jackson's talking.
My line.
That is your line. I haven't got any original material. Oh, it's got so bad that I'm now just copying you from our own show.
But we haven't run out of ideas, though. That's the main thing.
No, that's right.
That's the main thing.
I've got an idea.
And pages of talking points, anecdotes, little unrelated gestures of humour, such as, Daniel.
Such as tattoos and fake breasts. Oh no, we've already done that, haven't we?
No, because you were about to talk about. Oh yeah, you were saying that you don't do tattoos, but you were going to say something about henna at one point.
No, let's not. I didn't actually. I'm glad that we segued away from it because I didn't really have much to say about. Oh, except for the person doing these henna tattoos on a friend of mine at a fete of sorts, a festival.
Yes,
she had Smith Ware Jones had that's some people that are 50 and over might actually kind of get a bit of that joke where I was going, because there's something that was written on the door of our outdoor toilet once, and it was Smith Ware Jones had the examiner's approval.
Is this like Daniel Jackson's family thing, or is this every 50-year-old?
I think it was something of that generation, or within 50 kilometers of.
So hang on, what is this? I'm going to look this up.
Smith Ware Jones.
Smith Ware. How would you?
Not sure. I can't remember.
Ware.
Do what you will. Try it.
Smith Ware Jones.
And then just had the examiner's approval. We're just Googling this.
The exam.
So
I'm not touch typing, by the way, for those at home. I'm typing with one hand, which is why it's much slower than my normal lightning fast. What's your typing speed, Daniel Jackson?
50 words per minute. So
really?
I'm
up to 70.
Whilst you're typing that, can I just tell the henna tattoo story?
Yeah, why not?
So the lady doing the henna tattoos, she had.
She had. Oh, I've heard something about that.
She'd had. Let's Google it.
Oh, okay, hang on. Here we go.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll just cut you
now
off.
We're waiting for you.
It's from a website called usingenglish.com.
Oh, great.
Now then, it's a forum. It's a forum. I had read several books that have, in quotation marks, had, and it confuses me. Is it possible, and what is the explanation on have it? What?
Okay, that was a good waste of people's time. Whilst you're reading that, I'm going to continue this story.
What story?
She had a henna tattoo before she started doing them herself.
Uh-huh.
She loved it so much that she decided to learn to do henna tattoos and kept on tracing over her henna tattoo after it would start to fade. That had been going on for the past 2 years or so.
Sorry, hang on. So the same henna tattoo for 2 years?
Yeah, so she would just retrace over it.
Oh, surely that would give her dermatitis. Surely.
I was just thinking, why don't you get just a real fucking tattoo?
Oh, that too, yeah. Oh, but it wouldn't look like henna. It wouldn't look like henna.
You're bagging this lovely lady.
No, I'm not. I'm just making fun of her voice. Her obviously voice that sounded like that. I've got to have my henna. I'm going to put it on every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Oh, there's the Smith Ware Jones.
Smith and Jones were given 6 letters, A, D, D, H, and asked to form a verb using as many letters as possible. Smith wrote had. Jones wrote had. The examiner went for Jones. Simple. What? But that wasn't anything.
That was the worst thing ever. That explains the genesis of the joke.
No, hang on. Smith. Oh, no, there's more. So that was the punchline. Oh, no, that was the punchline. This explains the punchline. Okay, so it says, Smith, where Jones had, comma, had the examiner's approval. You see?
That makes no sense to anyone listening.
No, when you write it down, it makes perfect sense.
And that's what was missing from the writing on the toilet door.
You need to fix that up, baby.
All the quotation marks.
Yeah, and the commas and yeah.
Because otherwise it just seems like
So that is 1,
rubbish.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9, 10. That's 11 hads in a row, and that's grammatically correct. So
isn't the world amazing?
That's something that you, listener at home, can take with you now. The amount of hads that you could have had in a sentence. I fucked that up. You can have up to 11 hads in the row using this this simple sentence. Simple and wonderful.
Oh, fuck, it's hot in here.
Yeah.
Let's stop recording.
Why don't you take off your top?
Should we keep recording as I do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want a stripping podcast.
Do
Do you need help with this sleeve?
Yeah, can you just pull that for me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now can you pull the sleeve?
I'm sorry, Daniel. I get confused sometimes. Yes, okay, up. Answer.
They're both blue.
Over the head.
It always is. It always is.
More comfortable?
Yeah, a little bit. Could you just blow on me gently? I don't want to chill. I don't want to cold. So just gently.
All right, I'll blow on you gently. It might take a little while, though.
What do you mean?
Well, just...
Okay.
It might take a little while before I can blow on you. Yeah.
Can you manage the gently part?
What can I do? I tell you what.
It's like cracking an egg.
I tell you what.
Into the jar first.
I can do it in front of a fan, and it can kind of spritz you.
Spritz. My housemate. I don't think you'll mind me telling this. I live with a couple, right? A couple of people, in fact.
So are they a couple or are they just two people?
They are a couple.
So hold on, this is like the had. So you're living with a coupled couple
who are couple-ish.
A couple of coupled couples. No, just one couple.
Yeah, who are literally coupled together.
They are
metaphorically, actually, or just by intention and deed.
Yes.
Okay. And so once one of them was chopping up the vegetables and the other complained, it looks like you haven't even washed the vegetables. Yuck. And here you are about to chop them and put them into a stir fry. And the other housemate retorts, I washed them. I gave them a light spritzing. As if him like spraying them with a water bottle, with the hairdresser's water bottle. So it was a horrible comeback. Gave it a light spritzing.
Oh, so, see, I just get stubborn then. Like, if I wouldn't have tried to explain it, it looks like you haven't even washed the vegetables. I would then go to say, even if I'd like put a drop of water on them, I would, yes, I have. How have you done that? I've washed them. But how? I just have. That's how I win my battles, just through stubbornness.
How does everyone live with each other?
You live with both of them. Did you try the stir fry? Did they feed it to you?
No way, they didn't wash the vegetables.
They gave it a light spritzing.
And then a light sautéing.
Ooh, do you know what saute literally means? I think it means with butter.
Oh, really?
I think so.
What was I thinking?
I don't know.
I was thinking,
stir fry?
What is it when you just like sear, like you just, and then on the pan, then off the pan?
And
you hardly cook the shit.
Dunno.
I guess it's called frozen shit still.
Tasty. Yeah. Well, I suppose if you're eating frozen shit, though, you wouldn't really care if the vegetables were washed or not.
Adam, would you rather eat a frozen shit or an unfrozen shit?
Probably a frozen one.
What if I gave you $1,000? Here, have $1,000.
Thank you very much, Daniel.
Here. What if I gave you $60,000? Then what would you do?
I'd take it.
Then, no. Well, what if I gave you $5 million? What would happen?
I'd be rich.
Would you eat the shit then?
No, I wouldn't have to because I got $5 million. There's no point.
Yeah, but say that it was $10 million.
Well, then I'd take that.
Oh. I haven't got any money, Adam.
I'm good at this game, though, aren't I?
I haven't got any money.
Oh, okay. What have you got?
Just this frozen shit in my pocket.
Oh, it's not...
wrapped in a shirt. In a blue shirt.
Not blue for long. Not frozen for long.
Speaking of food and shit.
Yes.
I remember learning in animal husbandry that not many foods in the wild are blue.
Yes, no. I think yes, no.
Except for except for silky bantams.
Silky bantams?
Or bantams.
Well, I know that are you old enough, you would be, to remember
really old,
when Smarties came out with blue Smarties.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it was like they were like promoting it to the nines because it was like the biggest deal in the world, because up until that point it was almost impossible to get blue food colouring. So I think that's valid, and I'm not sure that. Well, I was going to say there's not many plants, but there is. There's a lot of blueberries and stuff. So,
But they're usually a bit purpley, aren't they? To be honest.
Well,
to
that's
be honest,
true. Yeah, that's true.
Not purple.
And I understand, like, just in general, blue is one of the hardest colours to produce, except
on both our t-shirts we're currently wearing.
In both our t-shirts, but in Scotland, where they had like the
Scottish
pits,
blue van. The what? Sorry.
Yeah. No, all those Scottish, like, tribal people, they would cover themselves in blue. Oh, like Braveheart and all that jazz.
Ah.
I think it was called Wold or something like that.
To blend in with the water.
No,
rain.
to
blend in with the rain.
appear really scary. Because then talking about freedom.
Yeah.
Talking a lot about freedom.
You can't have our freedom, but please take our hard rubbish and extra clothes.
Yeah, I saw a performance once, and it was a dance show, and before the dance started, they had like a video bio of all the dancers. And this one, she was like, "Oh, my name's blah blah blah. Oh, I like this, and oh, I really do that." And then they got to the next section. It was like a close up of like the small of her back, where she had the word freedom tattooed on her back, and she went over. Yeah, and I really like freedom. And that was kind of it on that subject, you know. She's got the tattoo, and she really likes it. So, you know, that's that.
That's all you need to know about her.
Do you like freedom? Yes. You're in.
Maybe it was just the George Michael song.
Maybe it was just the word itself. Like, maybe,
Sure.
don't really know what it means, but it looks cool on the small of my back.
Don't know what it means.
Oh dear.
If it's got two E's, you know, it's a lucky word.
Yeah, I've got I felt both scrutinized, but then like I was quite the luminary recently when I was having an argument with people. I was with my girlfriend actually, and some of her friends. Apparently in the news somewhere there was a guy in Sydney, or like a mufti or an imam or a cleric or something, a Muslim leader that wanted to.
A mufta?
Maybe a mufta? I don't think so. Sounds a bit rude.
Yeah.
But he wanted to, look, this is all third hand, but this was the story as it was given to me.
Uh-huh.
He wanted to turn a certain part of Sydney into a place where the law wasn't the Australian law, but it was Sharia law, like the Muslim law. And she was saying how, you know, she didn't like that. And I said, I reckon that's a great thing.
Yeah, get them all into one spot, right?
No.
Put a fence around it.
Well, my theory goes, that sounds like such a terrible idea. But
yes, how segregated.
But the fact that a man can come, well, anyone can come to this country and suggest a fucking terrible idea for the country to become that could potentially have been taken seriously. And then for most of the rest of the country to go, you know what, that's a pretty shit idea, fuck off, is exemplifying the freedom of this wonderful country.
Totally agree.
And we've got, you know, wankers like Bob Catter up in Queensland saying there's not a single homosexual in Queensland, saying all this bullshit. And for us to go, you know what, you're a wanker. People still make him a minister or anything like that, but it exemplifies that, you know what, we can tolerate arseholes and not kill them. You know, and that's awesome. So let him say whatever he wants. We, as much as he has the right to say it, we've also got the right to not give a fuck about what he says. And I think that's wonderful.
Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Freedom. I'm going to tattoo it on the small of my back.
Freedom!
Yeah.
On Adam's back.
Actually, that just made me think of like doggy style sex. And if you like look down and saw the word freedom, you're like, wow, guess I get to do whatever I want.
What? I'm just imagining if you're a chick, you could have like a little amusing saying or something on your
back. Make yourself at home.
Just clean up after yourself.
Access all areas. Oh dear. We brought life into tattoo topic, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh dear.
If there's money to be made off this somehow, we should do it.
Yeah. Well, somebody, no, not just somebody. Quite a few people have made money tattooing their faces.
With ads.
Ads. I think one of them got like a Mitt Romney tattoo on his face, which is just hilarious. Like, tattoos are for life. They're not just for Christmas. Like, even if Mitt Romney won in 4 to 8 years, he'll still have an obsolete facial thing.
If you're going to get a tattoo, get one from the Lost Tattoos home.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Yeah.
They're all toilet trained.
Yeah. Well, that'd be great. Finding a new home. Yeah. Some barbed wire maybe, or I don't know, maybe a
Southern Cross?
A star sign cross, Southern Cross.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one of those.
Those half-breed tattoos, you see.
Yep.
Yeah, they need the most help.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
And they deserve it. They've been through hell.
They have been on the lower back of so many questionable women.
They're probably like unusually stretched in different ways for different reasons.
That would be awesome because it's always the wrong way around. What you should do is get a tattoo that nobody understands because it's like really misshapen and tiny, and then in 40 years' time, when you're a blob, people are like, "Oh, it's Where's Wally? Oh, great tattoo, Grandpa." It's a slow to mature one.
Right. Yeah. Ooh, slow to mature.
Yeah.
There's something there.
Yeah, you gotta
that
wait.
as you expand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or like if you're a woman, oh yeah. Wait,
What?
bear with me.
I'm there.
A tattoo.
I'm naked.
You're not
I'm
gonna
half
like
naked.
This. You're not going to like this.
I will.
A tattoo of a fetus on your belly, and when your pregnancy matures, it grows and grows until it's the size of a baby.
That's a sensible idea. That's very sensible. I like it. It's a great idea.
Thanks, Daniel.
Wow. We have to be able to make money off this somehow.
How could we do it?
We need to patent this idea. As you were saying the Southern Cross, I was thinking, you know what, James Cook who sailed to this fair nation. That's the name of the guy, right?
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah,
On the Endeavour.
Yeah. He would be completely lost if he saw these stretch tattoos. He's like, this isn't helping me at all. Sorry.
Oh, I see. To navigate with the stars. I get it.
Sorry,
now.
that joke sounded so much funnier in my head.
Oh, yes. He's like, we've got to navigate from Australia back to England, and the map is on my wife, who's recently pregnant. That's the only place the map is.
Right. Get that baby out.
We need to go home.